The stage was set. The T20 World Cup had come to Dallas, but nobody could have predicted the electrifying atmosphere that awaited the USA versus Canada clash. This wasn't just a game. It was a battle for bragging rights, a clash of cultures, a fight to determine the kings of North American cricket. The rivalry ran deep, fueled by years of fierce competition. Every boundary, every wicket carried the weight of history. The USA, the perennial favorites, entered the match with confidence. Canada, the underdogs, were hungry to prove a point. The tension was palpable, crackling in the air like a thunderstorm about to break. The stands were a sea of color. American flags waved proudly alongside the maple leaf. The chants and cheers were deafening. The atmosphere was electric, a testament to the growing popularity of cricket in North America. Both teams knew that this was their chance to inspire a generation. This was their moment to shine on the world stage. From the first ball, the match lived up to its billing. Both teams came out swinging, each run cheered like a winning goal. The USA's openers got off to a flying start, punishing anything loose. Canada's bowlers, though, kept their cool, pegging back the scoring rate with clever variations. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, every shot met with gasps and cheers. The energy was contagious, spilling onto the field. Fielders on both sides put their bodies on the line, saving crucial runs with spectacular dives. The intensity was relentless, mirroring the fierce competition unfolding in the middle. Canada's turn to bat brought its own share of drama. Early wickets put them on the back foot, but their middle order fought back with grit and determination. The boundaries started flowing, each one pushing the required run rate higher. The momentum was shifting, the balance of power hanging precariously in the Texan heat. The game swung back and forth, each team refusing to yield an inch. Then came the turning point. Canada, chasing a competitive total, found themselves in a spot of bother. Wickets had fallen at regular intervals and the pressure was mounting. Enter the Canadian captain. With ice in his veins, he steadied the ship and launched a counter-offensive. He combined calculated aggression with deft placement, picking apart the field with surgical precision. Boundaries flowed from his bat, each one electrifying the Canadian fans. His innings weren't just about power, they were a masterclass in controlled aggression. He led from the front, inspiring his teammates to raise their game. The momentum had shifted decisively. The Americans, once in control, were now on the defensive. The crowd sensed a shift in the air, the cheers growing louder with every passing over. The Canadian captain, with his calm demeanor and explosive batting, had turned the tide of the match. Section 4. Star Player Spotlight, the Canadian Comet. But it wasn't just the captain's heroics. This match had another star. A young Canadian batsman, relatively unknown on the international stage, announced his arrival with a blistering knock. He was like a comet, blazing across the Texan sky. He took on the American bowlers with fearless abandon, sending the ball soaring over the ropes with effortless ease. Sixes rained down, each one pushing Canada closer to victory. His innings were a sight to behold, a blend of raw power and exquisite timing. He was living proof of the talent that existed within Canadian cricket. His innings weren't just about brute force, there was an elegance to his stroke play. He played all around the wicket, finding gaps with ease. His fearless approach rubbed off on his teammates, injecting a sense of belief in the Canadian camp. Section 5. Beyond the boundary, respect and camaraderie. As the game reached its climax, the tension was almost unbearable. But amidst the fierce competition, there were heartwarming moments of sportsmanship. Players from both sides acknowledged good performances with a pat on the back or a word of encouragement. The camaraderie extended beyond the boundary ropes. In the stands, American and Canadian fans mingled, exchanging friendly banter and sharing light moments. The love for the game transcended national rivalries. It was a testament to the unifying power of sport. Even after the final wicket fell, the respect between the two teams was evident. Players embraced, sharing handshakes and smiles. The Canadian team, ecstatic with their victory, celebrated with restraint, acknowledging the efforts of their opponents. Section 6. What's next? The future of North American cricket. The USA versus Canada clash at the T20 World Cup wasn't just a cricket match, it was a watershed moment for North American cricket. It showcased the passion for the game that was brewing on this side of the Atlantic. It proved that cricket was no longer just a sport, it was a cultural phenomenon. For the USA, the loss was a setback, but it also served as a wake-up call. It showed that they were no longer the undisputed kings of North American cricket. They needed to evolve, to adapt, to reclaim their place at the top. For Canada, the victory was a fairy tale. It was a testament to their hard work, their dedication, their unwavering belief. It put them on the world map, announcing their arrival as a force to be reckoned with. The future of North American cricket was bright, and both these teams were raring to write their own destinies.